Okay, this is Hadley Housing Authority Board of Commissioners. We have a regular meeting agenda. It's Tuesday, March 11th, 2025, and it is 11:12 a.m. This meeting is for a rescheduled meeting of February 5th. So this is what we all know as February's meeting, and we'll be discussing some things from January and some things from February, but we will have our March meeting is already scheduled for April 1st. So agenda adoption changes, topics not reasonably anticipated 48 hours in advance of the meeting. The first item is this meeting must end by 11:55 as the room is reserved and in use for capital planning purposes. And I think we should be able to get right through this agenda quickly. Another notice to the commissioners is we'll be voting on things we can vote on. There's only 2 items, approval of minutes and the warrant reports, but there are no other votable items, and in order to get through our agenda, and it might be a good idea going forward. You've all got your board packets in these binders, which are lovely. I will say again, these binders for the board meetings are lovely. Very organized, very professional. So we will be asking the executive director, for when we ask for the executive director report, we'll be just asking if there's any questions on the items that are not votable items. They're for informational purposes only. And if you have questions, then ask, of course. The first item is approval of minutes, and our minutes are not ready. So they will, I'm going to ask for a motion. It's on the first page of your board binder. Rich, would you like to, just a moment, we have to have a motion first. Would you like to make the motion to table the minutes?
I'll make the motion to table.
So you have to read this thing, and it's, yeah.
Right here. I, Rich Whitkus, move to table the January 28th, 2025 and February 4th, 2025 minutes for a term of 1 month.
Yeah, that should say, till the next meeting.
Yeah, just till the next meeting, yeah.
Not years, so till next meeting to commence on March.
April 1st.
April. Until next month.
Yeah,
I need a,
that's fine.
okay, so I'll second. And now we can have discussion. Sue.
You missed over the part about topics not reasonably anticipated. You never asked if we had anything.
If there's topics not reasonably anticipated, it's your responsibility to notify the chair.
It never was before.
Well, it is. And I always asked, but
But yes, but
the point is,
today you decided to change it though, right?
we are on
Okay.
we are on a timeline.
But I still-
You have not notified me of a topic that occurred since 10:59 a.m. on Friday.
And we've never had to up till this point, so
Out of consideration, I asked, and now you did not notify me. I don't.
we never had to before, I just said.
If you have a topic, I don't know why you
I
didn't.
do have a topic, and I emailed you about the topic, and you didn't respond to it.
And I
Then
did
there was
respond to it.
Then it was more than 48 hours.
It was more than 48
No,
hours.
it just happened yesterday, I emailed her.
But
was an email
the
from yesterday.
item, okay, Sue, the item you wanted to discuss was reasonably anticipated before 10:59 a.m. on Friday. The topic you told me about,
No, it wasn't, it was yesterday, was when I emailed
the
it.
topic you
All
told
right,
me
I'm not going to
about.
sit there, I'm just telling you, you can't just all of a sudden decide to change the
Madam Chair,
rule.
may I, what was the topic?
Ethics Commission,
I asked her to add it to the agenda, and she didn't add it to the agenda. When we sat here after our last meeting, I said, please put the Ethics Commission on the agenda. I emailed her yesterday, asked her if she did add it to the agenda, and she didn't respond to me. Everything but that. Everything but my question.
No.
Yeah, so that is reasonably anticipated, so.
Yeah.
So you want something on the agenda for next month?
No, I wanted it for this month.
You
No, no,
can't do that now,
listen.
so we'll add it for.
But she again, once again, denied me putting anything on the agenda. This goes on month after month. I, as a commissioner, should be
Okay.
allowed to be able to add what I want to the...
End of discussion. So, now we will,
Can you focus on the meeting and not the...
I'm trying to,
No,
but
you're
you-
actually talking to the gallery.
No.
Okay,
It's... yeah, I'd
we're
like
going
just go
to-
Through this.
I'm sure the public can see the modus operandi here. So,
no modus
now we are at approval of minutes. We've received a first and second. I'll call for the vote since there seems to be no discussion about approval of the minutes.
Right.
Rich is a yes, I'm a yes. Sue? Can we table the minutes? That's the motion on the table, is to table the minutes till the April 1st meeting. I need a yes or a no. Yes or no?
No.
All right, so the vote is 2-0, it carries. 2-1, it carries. The next is the executive director report. And the first up is the warrant report. Executive director.
Can I pass that on to our treasurer just to...
Yes, you may.
Yeah, let's
Financial.
financials. Okay, the warrant report, transactions between 2/1/2025 and 2/28/25. 2/28/25. An amount of
You're almost there.
I don't have that part.
the last
It's under
bit.
financials, Sue?
It's right there on the motion page.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, okay, great.
I believe an amount of $64,468.38.
I'll second. Now I will call for discussion. Is there anyone have anything to add? Any questions, anything? I have nothing.
Not me.
Rich, you have nothing? Sue? Do you have any questions specific to this warrant report?
I didn't have a chance to look at it, I just got it today. So
All
really
right.
didn't have much of a
So-
chance to look at it.
You have nothing, I have nothing. I will call for the vote.
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Sue?
I have to abstain because I didn't really look at it. We just got them today.
Okay, so the vote is 2-1 abstention. Okay, so the next is the treasury report, and under property management, unit vacancy, tenants account receivable, work order report, capital report. These items, except for capital report, are all in the binder. I've already reviewed them because these binders were available as of, I think, before 8:30.
They
So-
were emailed yesterday.
And they were emailed yesterday, so we've all had an opportunity to read them. Whether we took that opportunity is another thing. So, are there any questions on financials, treasury report, property management, or facilities? Or public housing notices? Any questions? I hear no questions, so we'll move on to board correspondence. I did have some correspondence with the chair of the select board yesterday, and what they're going to do is have the town attorney talk to the housing authority attorney about our Commissioner Oppenheimer's perceived conflict of interest, and I imagine within a few days we'll hear back about what the decision's going to be. And that's all I have to report. There's nothing else to report about that, that I know of, unless somebody else has anything else.
I did have something else, but you wouldn't allow me to speak.
I'm saying, do you have anything to say about the communication with the town? Select
No,
board
but I do
chair?
have something to say about my communication with the ethics board.
Well, then we'll put that on the April agenda. If you can bring documentation from the Ethics Commission.
I asked you to put it on this board, not next month.
Well, I am asking you to bring any communication you have from the Ethics Commission to the next meeting so that we can get you back on without a censure. Okay? Because right now, you're censured. So if you would please do that, and then we will put it on the board for, on the agenda for next meeting.
They're gonna give you the runaround.
Yeah, of course.
If you will, we have a member of the public here. You may not disturb the meeting. You must remain silent
I
until...
got a lot of things to tell you too.
You must not disturb the meeting.
You shouldn't even be where
I
you
will call on you.
Because I will let the place know what you do.
Sir, I will have you removed if you do not remain silent
So have me
until...
removed. That's the kind of meeting it is? That's how you people shut people up?
Yeah.
It is my
Shut
responsibility.
people up.
It
Commissioner
is,
Oppenheimer, no.
you just have
Oh,
to
it's okay when she
adhere
does
to
it.
the
No.
state law, please.
Yeah.
Me?
Looks like you need a lawyer for these meetings, and you're gonna get it. A lawyer. What you
I'm just
call,
gonna
what
ignore
you
You,
call
I
me.
will call the police.
What you
I
called
will
me over
call the
here
police.
is not right. And plus, you're looking into my papers that I gave here.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you are disturbing the meeting.
You're disturbing,
Well-
sir, would you please leave on your own volition so we
All right.
don't have to call the police?
I'll work it with the law.
All right. Okay, so the next item is Commissioners' Discussion, Board Seat Terms and Vacancies Update. So that's vacancy for the seat for terms. And Crystal, our other Commissioner, Crystal, was not able to come today, so I was hoping to get an update from her, but Rich Whitkus's term is up as of town meeting May 1st? Yeah?
Yes.
Or, wait a minute, is that right, or is it toward the end of May? I think it's end of May when we have town elections,
It's when the
right?
elections happen and they swear in the new person. We have them until they swear in the new person.
Exactly.
But if there is no new person, then you
Yeah.
are off the hook, of course.
Yeah, so,
And we do appreciate you had staying for another term. No, that you did this past year, that you stayed.
that you stayed for
Yeah,
another
that you
year.
did stay.
Yes, absolutely. And then Crystal's term is up at
Wait a
the
minute.
same time. Rich's term is up in May. And Crystal indicated back in the January meeting that she would pull papers for Rich's 5-year, the 5-year term seat, which is what Rich occupies now. So, but when I talked to her last week, she had not done that yet and was going to talk to the town clerk. So I was hoping for an update, but it'll have to wait till.
So the town clerk has been in, excuse me, contact with Camp Creek, and there has been no papers pulled by anybody in the town.
Right, that's what I talked to Crystal about. No one's pulled papers, Crystal hasn't either, as of the time that I was notified.
Yeah.
So maybe someone has now, maybe Crystal has now, but it would have been nice to be able to know that, but we'll see. Okay, so the next is, so if anyone in the town wants to apply that and pull papers for that town election, that would be wonderful. Items for future agenda. Sue, I believe we've already addressed your item that you would like to report on your interaction with the Ethics Commission, is that correct? Okay, wonderful. And we'll need a copy, a paper report.
Who's saying we need a paper report? That's what you're saying, but who's saying that I can't tell my experience of talking to
Can
the
I-
expert? Who says that I need a paperwork from it?
So typically, when you call in for an ethics opinion, they'll send it to you in writing. So we would request that you get the ethics,
And if I don't get it in writing, then
there's
it makes it null and void?
no, there's just no proof that you called in.
Well, I can give you the telephone number of the commissioner I spoke to.
That's not how it works.
Yeah.
So the Ethics Commission is very good about keeping confidentiality, and they will not, like, we can't call in and say, so we have this commissioner, the person has to call in themselves.
But then it brings
And so-
confidentiality
Ma'am,
to see the paperwork also.
No, it's a ruling on whether you have an ethics violation or a appearance of an ethics violation. If you don't have a piece of paper from the Ethics Commission, then there's no proof you called.
Right. That's why,
You don't take people's word then? Or even if you give a telephone number, you're saying it has to be a paper that backs up your...
Sue, if
I
you
think
leave it in
Because
that-
I've already asked the ethics board and they
Asked
said
and
no,
answered.
they said that...
And then they
You could
always
contact
follow
them.
up, no, that's not what they said.
What?
Ma'am, I've been dealing with the
I
Ethics
just talked to them
Commission.
yesterday again, and I know what they said.
You got misinformation then.
Okay.
So she hasn't contacted, she
I
doesn't
have
have proof.
contacted
You
them
will need to
multiple
bring
times.
the Ethics Commission
Letter.
opinion, letter, finding, whatever. Okay? That's it. And without
That's
that,
it, cut and dry, right? That's it.
yeah, that's it. That's the rules.
Is that-
Okay, so the next is future meetings. We're already scheduled for April 1st, and I am proposing that we go ahead and schedule for the next several months because we're going to have some changes. So I'm proposing April 28th at 11, May 20th at 11 a.m., June 24th. Those are all Tuesdays. In May, we need to avoid that long weekend for Memorial Day. That's why I've said May 20th instead of the last Tuesday of...
See, again, you're changing the time, and that's how it affects the
This-
camera person.
Ma'am, these are
Camera
proposed
person's
meeting
fine.
dates. And June 24th, to propose June 24th. So,
Does June 24th work for you?
no, he
I know.
Yeah,
But is
it
it
works
a-
fine for me.
works great, okay. So, but you can still vote on it to prepare the...
Yep.
Yeah. So...
You didn't ask me if it
We
works for
don't, would you let me, please, without interrupting?
That's all she does is talk.
I'm the chair, Sue. So, again, we're already scheduled for April 1st by agreement of the board. So we have April 28th, May 20th, June 24th at 11 a.m. So that gets us until the meeting for July. We don't need a motion and a vote for this kind of thing for scheduling logistics. But Rich, does this work for you, this plan?
First, yeah.
Works for me. Sue?
I'd like to keep it always on the last Tuesday of the month. And
Even if
stop-
it's a holiday?
Well, of course, not if it's a holiday, but where's
Okay.
the holiday involved here?
In May, as I already said, the long weekend for May, Memorial Day, remember? So that impacts us being able to get board packets because staff will be for their long weekend. It'll impact getting board packets. I anticipate there's going to be a difficulty putting it up on the town website with long weekend problems, so we might want to calendar it to put it in on Wednesday or Thursday instead of Friday. These are things that every employee manager considers. So I'm back to April 28th, May 20th, June 24th, yay or nay?
I'd have to see a calendar, number one, and I think that we should just do 1 month at a time, not go into the future that much.
Postpone it, because she does not come with a calendar any.
I know, you really
she's
should come
just
with your
not
calendar,
prepared.
because this has been an
She's not
ongoing
prepared.
problem.
I know, but
So,
what I'm saying to you
Rich,
is...
I'm saying yes,
There's no
you're
use-
saying yes, that is a majority. So these dates are confirmed. And now we come to public comments. We have one member of the public remaining. Did you have anything you wanted to speak about? No? Okay, so there's nothing further on this agenda. Motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion as you adjourn.
I'll second it. Call for the vote?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Sue?
Yes.
All right. We are adjourned. Thank you so much.